Okay, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most passionate, the most merciful. Last period, I gave you an idea about tenses. And we know the importance, or we knew the importance of tenses. I gave you tenses not only to keep the rule in your mind, to understand. Why? Because you are going to write a sentence. In a composition, you are going to write a sentence. In a summary, if you don't write correct sentences, you will lose marks. And also in comprehension, if you understand tenses, not keep in your mind the rule only, understand is a fahim tenses. Okay, you can understand the text, so you can answer the question. Comprehension is 25 marks, composition 20 marks, summary 8 marks, and verb between two brackets. I know that verb between two brackets only just 7 marks, but today I want to give you an idea about writing composition, how to write a composition. Okay, now let us begin with writing composition. Okay, composition, we have descriptive composition, and this is here your curriculum مقرر عليك. Descriptive composition, maybe narrative composition, and argumentative composition, and letter, formal and informal letter. But because the period is limited, فترة بسيطة, just I want to give you an idea about how to write descriptive composition, because writing descriptive composition is not like writing narrative composition, which is also not like argumentative composition and letter. There is difference between here and here and here and here. Now here I want to give you about descriptive composition. Okay, now writing composition, descriptive or narrative or all of them. Okay, writing composition depend on writing paragraph. If you don't know how to write paragraph, you can write composition. Why? Because a composition should include 3 paragraphs. Okay, 3 paragraphs. So if you can't write a paragraph, correct paragraph, you can write a composition. Paragraph, okay, paragraph depend on writing sentence. Later on, we are going to know an idea about paragraph, what we mean by paragraph, group of sentences. And if you don't know how to write sentences, you can't write paragraph. And simply here, I want to give you an idea about sentence. Sentence depends on 2 things. Okay, 2 parts of sentence. In a sentence, if they must be close. Okay, and full meaning. Full meaning, what does mean? The sentence must be always begin with capital and end in full stop or question mark or exclamation. These 3 important things. Okay, here sentence may be close or closes. We can write down S. Again, composition depend on writing paragraph. How to write correct paragraph depend on sentences. If you know how to write correct sentence, you can write paragraph, you can write a composition. Sentence depends on something we call it clause. So we want to know an idea about clause. Okay, about clause. Okay, clause. Clause depend on 2 things. Last period I gave you an idea about clause. Clause, only one subject and only one main verb. and I gave you the different why I say here main verb, not okay, one subject, one main verb. And we say that here tenses depend on subject and main verb, and the second thing or the third important thing is time. Time, this is here for tenses. Okay, again we say that here writing composition depend on how to write. If you don't write paragraph, you can write composition. If you don't know how to write sentence, you can write paragraph. And clause, we say that here only one subject and only one main verb. And time, we say that here tenses. We have something called phrase, and last period I gave you an idea about word, and we say that here the three part of word, group A and group B and group C. Okay, and we say that here group A, this is here noun and pronoun and adjective. This here group A. Why I put these three together? Because pronoun replace noun, adjective describe noun. This year I gave you more details about last period. And this is here B is a verb and adverb, time. Tell me, maybe time describe the verb, how to describe the verb. Okay, and group number C is preposition, in and on and so on. And join us is very important in writing composition. And the last one is interjection. Okay. So let us begin with here paragraph. Okay, now phrase. I want to begin. I gave you about word, and we know the division of word تقسيم الكلمة لثلاثة أقسام. And now what we mean by phrase. Phrase is group of words go around a certain word. What do we mean by go around a certain word? We say that here man is a word, noun. Okay, this noun, okay, or not the noun, we can say that here the subject. For example, Ali is watching TV. The subject here is Ali, and the subject here is noun. Okay, if we say he is watching TV, he is watching TV, the subject here is he, and he here is a pronoun. Okay, but if we say the fat man is watching TV, okay, the subject here is the fat man. Okay, not a noun and not a pronoun, only noun, only one noun or only one pronoun. Here the subject is noun and fat is an adjective, and the is article and also is an adjective, because article can be used as an adjective, or we call it modifier of the noun. It means that here give more details about noun. Okay, fat describe noun, and that is article to tell me more about that this man is known. Okay, so here the subject here is the noun and modifier. Noun and modifier, both of them we call it phrase. The subject here is noun phrase. Noun phrase يعني معناها الاسم وتوابعه. Here only the noun. Here pronoun. Here noun phrase. Okay, this is the idea of phrase. This is what we call it here, group of words go around. Okay, Man, like this here. Okay. Man, okay. Man is a noun. Group of words go around. Fat is an adjective. Go around. Tell me more details about this noun. And the also is an article. Tell me this noun is known. So this is, okay, vress. All of this here, like this here, we call it vress. Okay. Group of words. 1, 2, 3. Group, it means that here not only one, maybe two, maybe three, and more. Go around this word because fat, tell me more about man, and the here, tell me also more about, okay, the, tell me more about the man. This man is known. Go around certain word. And because the main, okay, word here is noun, this is here, we call it noun vress. Okay, this is here what we mean by noun vress. Why I gave you vress? Because in composition later on we are going to know that we will be given a word or vress. You will be given a word or vress to make your clause, so as to make your sentence, so as to make paragraphs, the 3 paragraphs, and write a composition. Okay, now, okay, here this is a noun vress, like what? The fat man. Okay, maybe also verb vress. Verb vress, like what? Example here is watching TV. Okay, now is use an ing. Do you remember tenses? This is that here helping verb and ing, verb plus ing. This is because present continuous, helping verb and ing. Both of them to tell me only is an ing to tell me that this verb in present continuous only. TV, tell me watching what. Now tell me when this verb happened. To amuse himself, tell me why this verb happened. Okay, so all these words also group of words. 1, 2 is, and TV, what is a word. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 group of words. Go around, tell me more details about only one word, watch. And watch is not a noun like this. Watch here is a verb. So this is a verb phrase. This is the difference between verb phrase and noun phrase. Okay. Also maybe adjective phrase, maybe adverb phrase, and so on. But the most important thing, the two. Okay. Now, clause. Also last video I give you what we mean by clause. Clause is group of words with only one subject and only one main verb. I gave you more about my friend is the subject. Okay, this is here. My friend is the subject, only one subject and only one main verb. Main verb. One subject, one main verb. This is a clause. Okay, my story yesterday, to read it. This is a verb, read. Read, R-E-A-D. But not, this is not main verb. Not main verb. Okay, one main verb, maybe 2 or 3 verbs. But the main verb must be one in the clause. Okay, now the boy went. Okay, also the boy went. The boy here is the subject. The boy is the subject, and went is the main verb. Okay, so a clause can be with just 2 words, or maybe maybe, for example, Ali went, maybe 2 words. Here 1, 2, 3, maybe 3. Close, it says that here group. Group, what does it mean? Maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. Okay. Now, what do we mean by, okay, main clause? Even clause, we have 2 kinds of clauses. We have 2 kinds of clauses. Clauses, we have 2 kinds. We have something we call it main clause and sub clause. Okay, what do we mean by main clause? Now, main clause is clause that can be sentence alone. Sentence, why I say that here can be sentence? Because sentence should, there is 2 things. Sentence should include clause, maybe clause, 1 clause or 2 or maybe 3 or more than that. This. And the second important part of the sentence, full meaning. Full meaning. Full meaning, what does it mean? It means that here I can put full stop in the clause, or question mark, or exclamation. Okay, the 2 important things. Now, let us have an idea about, for example, a clause like Ali is reading a novel. Ali is reading a novel. This is the subject, and reading is the main verb. Okay, and a novel here. Okay, a novel. Okay, Ali is reading a novel. I can put a full stop here. Here I can stop. Ali is reading can be this only 1 subject and only 1 main verb, and at the same time is a sentence. Why? Because the 2 important things in sentence, there is a clause and full meaning. I can use full stop here. Okay. And another thing, for example, the main clause, any clause that not at the beginning, if there is no, if there is no, okay, if there is no joiners, and joiner, what do we mean by joiners? Joiners, for example, and, but, and if, and or, this is here we call it joiners. Joiners join, to join 2 clauses, 2 sentences, 2 words, and so on. We call it joiners. If at the beginning of your clause there is no joiner, this is it means that this is a main clause. Or a clause that begin at the beginning of the clause there is an, or, but, or, okay, this is here we call it main clause. A main clause again, main clause, any clause, okay, any clause at the beginning of the, before the clause there is, if there is no, okay, joiners, like for example, like, but, like, and so on. Okay, this is here main clause. And if, okay, if the clause at the beginning of the clause there is an, or, but, or, okay, this is here we call it main clause, main clause. Okay, now subclause. Subclause cannot be sentence alone. Okay, it is a clause but not sentence. Why? Because again, sentence, we say that here, sentence, okay, sentence, okay, we say that here, clause, they must be clause and full meaning, okay. Now, okay, an example of subclause, if we say that here, because Ali is reading a novel. Here I can't stop here. Why? Because this clause need more to complete it. This is not complete sentence. This is why we call it is a clause, because this here Ali is a subject and main verb. Subject one main verb, but not main clause. Why? Because the second part, we say that here the sentence is should include two things. There is clause. This is clause. Ali is the subject and this is the main verb. But what about another part of the sentence? The other part of the sentence must be full stop, must be full meaning, and this is not full meaning. Why? Because I can't write down full stop here, or question mark, or exclamation. I can't stop here. I can't, for example, enter your class and say that here, because Ali is reading a novel, and stop. All of you may wait. Wow, because Ali is reading. What happened? Please, teacher, complete. Why? Because sentence not completed. This is here because. And also another example of subclause. Another example of subclause. For example, we say that here, this is here because. If the clause before there is if, this is here, we call it subclause, or we call it if clause. This is here if clause. This is here, we call it because clause, maybe because clause. Why? Because the joiner begin with because, or we call it subclause, has the same meaning, or reason clause. This is reason clause. We can say that here reason clause, because this is the reason, sabab. And we can say that here because clause. Why? Because at the beginning of this clause there is because, the word because, or we call it subclause. All of them have the same meaning. Also, if clause, like what example? Like if I go to school. If I go to school, I can't stop here. Why? Because if I go to school, this is a clause, this is a subject, and this is the main verb, but not full meaning. This is here, we call it subclause, not main clause. We call it if clause. We call this clause, we call it subclause, or if clause, or conditional clause. Shart, because this is the condition, just the shart. What about the another part of the sentence? We want another part of the sentence to complete the meaning. This is, so we have subclause, and we have subclause and main clause, and maybe if clause, maybe because clause, maybe also clause, maybe. Another thing. Now also, you call it also clause, or subclause, or contrast clause. We call it contrast clause. تناقض. Also dash, there is something, another thing, contrast, تناقض بين حاجتين. And while clause also, while verb happen, another thing happen. This is here also subclause. Now sentence. We say that here sentence should include sentence in the sentence, as I said, two things, clause and full meaning. full meaning. A clause or clauses which has full meaning and end in full stop or question mark. Okay, why I say here clause or clauses? Okay, because the sentence may have only one clause, maybe two clauses, maybe three, maybe four, and all of them must be connected together, but must be connected together, okay, to make only one sentence. Now let us give you more details about this. ناخد أمثلة للكلام ده. Okay, he is reading a book, but okay, I am watching TV because I am bored. This is a sentence. From here till here, this I can write full stop here. This is only one sentence. Only one sentence. How many clauses in this sentence? He is a subject. Reading is the main verb. A book, tell me reading what? So from here till here, this is clause number 1. This is clause number 1. Why this is clause number 1? Because this is the subject and this is the main verb. Okay, I also is the subject and watch is the main verb. So this is also another clause. This is from here till watching TV. I am watching TV. TV, tell me watching what? From here till here, this is a clause. This is here clause number 2. This again clause number 1. He is reading a book. Full stop. I can say that here. Only one subject. Okay, only one subject and only one main verb. Okay, but I also another subject. So it is a clause. And watching is the main verb. Number 2, this here clause number 1 and clause number 2. Clause number 3, I is a subject also. Is the main verb, maybe helping verb, because bored is an adjective. Not here, bored is not a verb, it is an adjective. If the main verb, if there is no ordinary verb like play and watch and okay, if there is no ordinary verb, the helping verb will be or must be the main verb, the main verb. Okay, do you remember I gave you be between two brackets? We change it to is and am and are. Because why? Because when be between two brackets is a verb, not helping verb here. Okay, and also have and so on. Helping verb sometimes can be main verb. Okay, so from here, I am bored. I am bored. This here clause number 3. This is a sentence with clause number 1, he is reading a book. Clause number 2, I am watching TV. Clause number 3, I am bored. What about this? Okay, this but and because. But and because we call it joiners, a joiner. Okay, and because also is a joiner. Why? But join clause number 1 and clause number 2. Why I use but? Because the verb which happen here is not like the verb happen here. Here is reading and here is watching, not the same verb. This is why I use but. Differences. Okay, because so this is the relation between clause number 1 and clause number 2. Because the relation العلاقة بين clause clause number 1 and clause number 2 is different. The verb here is not like the same verb here. This is why I use but. The relation العلاقة between clause number 3 and clause number 2 here is reason. السبب. I am watching TV. Why? I am bored. So this is the reason. Reason of clause number 2. I am watching TV. Why? To answer this question. Why? I am watching TV. Why? Because I'm bored. Okay. So here in this sentence we have this is a joiner and this is a joiner. This sentence include 1, 2, 3 clauses and 2 joiners. So the sentence may have only 1 clause, maybe 2 clauses, but you must join the 2 clauses together with one of the connector or joiner. بعض الروابط لازم تستخدم رابط. If you write a clause and you want to write another clause, use a connector to tell me what is the relation between the first one and the second one, and so on. So the sentence may have more than 3 or 4 or 5 clauses together, but must be well connected together. Okay, this is what we mean. I mean by sentence. Okay, now even sentences have sentence. We have simple sentence. Okay, we have there is simple sentence. Okay, a sentence with only one main clause. Simple sentence. If there is a sentence with only one main clause, not 2 clauses, so there is no joiner. ما في رابط. Just clause and main clause without joiner. Like what? Like this. This is, we call it simple sentence. Okay. The students came early. Subject. This is the subject. The students and came early. Okay. Okay. The students is the subject and came is the main verb and full stop, full meaning. This is a sentence, we call it simple sentence with only, this is the main clause. Main clause, why? Because a clause and full meaning, the 2 parts, clause and full meaning. This is number 1. So we have simple sentence. Simple sentence again, a sentence with only one main clause. Another thing, okay, we have something we call it compound sentence. What do we mean by compound sentence? Compound sentence, an example of compound sentence, a sentence with 2 main clauses, not only one. If there is 2 main clauses, and we say that here main clause, if the clause if there is no joiner at the beginning of the clause, this is main clause, or and but and or. So the compound sentence must be connected with one of these joiners, and or but or. Example like this here. He came early and took a seat. This is compound sentence. This he came early, subject, and came is the main verb. And this is here, the tenses here is past simple because the verb in past. The subject and main verb, okay? And here came also past simple. And took also past simple. Took and, yes, here he came early and he took the seat. Okay, there must be another subject. See, this is the subject and this is here main verb. Yes, I can say he came early and took, but this is only one, okay, one main clause, not to. Here, when we say that he came early, this is a clause, subject and main verb, and this is the subject and main verb. So these two main clauses joined together with and. So this is here. This is a main clause. Why? Because there is no joiner here. And this is also main clause because we begin with and. This is, we have clause number 1 main and clause number 2 main. This is here, we call it compound sentence. Okay, compound sentence. Let us go. Then we have something we call it complex sentence. What do we mean by complex sentence? Complex sentence should have main clause or clauses. Maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 3. And also sub-clauses. Maybe 1, maybe 2 main, and here sub-clauses maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, but there must be main and sub. If there is, not subject, if there is a sentence, inside this sentence there is a main clause and sub clause immediately. This is in English we call it complex sentence. Complex sentence معقدة. This main sentence, the main clause may be 1, maybe 2, maybe 3, not important. And also maybe only 1 main clause and 2 or 3 sub clauses. Maybe 1 sub clause and maybe 2 or 3 clauses. Examples of this, let us give you more examples to understand what I mean by although the weather was bad, they were playing football. Now look here. Although the weather is the subject, was is the main verb. Why? Helping verb, and this is the main verb. Why? Because but here is an adjective. We say that here if there is no ordinary verb, helping verb will be the main verb. This is here clause number 1. This clause begins with although, so this is not main clause, this is a sub clause. We call it sub clause. We call it sub clause, or we call it also clause or contrast clause. Finally it is a sub clause, not main clause. ما clause رئيسي ثانوي. And what about this here? They, this is a subject where here is helping verb. Was here is not helping verb. Was here is helping verb and the main verb. But here the main verb because there is an ordinary verb. If there is an ordinary verb, the ordinary verb must be the main verb, not helping verb. Here to help this. But this is here main. This is the main verb. This here clause number 2. Clause number 1. We say that here sub. Why sub? Because we begin with a joiner although. The second one, the second clause is main. Why? Because at the beginning of this clause, this is a clause because we have one subject and one main verb. This is a main clause. Why? Because there is no joiner here. So this sub clause, and this is here main clause. Sub clause and main clause, it means that here complex sentence. Again, finally, we have 3 kinds of sentences: simple sentence, compound sentence, simple sentence, only 1 main clause, compound sentence, 2 main clauses, and complex sentence, a sub or sub clauses, and main, maybe 1 or main clauses. This is, but I advise you, to use simple sentences in your composition. Why? Because simple sentence is very easy and okay, people always or students, okay, there is you can write them correctly. يعني بتكتبها بطريقة صحيحة. not complex sentence and not try to use simple sentences. Even if you use complex sentence, don't use more than one subclause and one main clause. حتى لو استخدمت الcomplex sentence ما تستخدم أكتر من subclause و main clause. Okay. Now let us go to, okay, what about paragraph? Okay, again we say that here. Paragraph is group of well-connected sentences which discuss an idea. Okay, discuss an idea. Okay, joiners, examples of them. There are many joiners like as for, similarly, in, concern, in addition to. Here there are lots of joiners here. To adding, we call it adding. Instead of saying and you can say in addition to, إضافة إلى ذلك, as well as also, okay, but إضافة إلى ذلك, to, also, and there are many. Okay, therefore, لذلك, first of all, there are lots of many of joiners. Okay, but now I can't give you all of them. Later on, if there is another, okay, chance, I will give you more about joiners. Okay, now let us talk about composition, writing composition, descriptive composition. How to write a descriptive composition? We say that here, writing composition depends on 3 paragraphs. You must write 3 paragraphs. Okay, introduction. Okay, your composition should be like this here. This is here number 1, paragraph number 1. Okay, and we say that here paragraph group of sentences to discuss only one idea. Here this is introduction, and then also number 2, paragraph number 1 is introduction, مقدمة. Paragraph number 2, this is here, we call it main body. This is here introduction and مقدمة. Okay, and this is main, and the last one is conclusion. خاتمة. أي composition لازم يكون فيه 3, should include these 3, okay, paragraphs. This for descriptive composition and narrative composition and argumentative composition, and even letter should include 3 paragraphs. Okay, we say that. Okay, introduction, the purpose of introduction here, the writer give a general idea about the subject on which he is going to write about, so as only to prepare reader to read. This is here, prepare reader to read. Introduction is not main body. No, this is not the body of the composition. المقدمة الغرض, the purpose, الغرض من المقدمة only to prepare reader to read, تهيئة القارئ لقراءة الموضوع. So in your introduction, don't immediately join in or enter the main issue or the subject immediately. ما تتكلم عن الموضوع مباشرة. Prepare me, okay, to read your composition. Main body, okay, it should contain or consist 1 or more than 1 paragraph. Also, we have to put in our mind that we write in small details. This is where is very important. Details, تفاصيل. المين body لب الموضوع تتكلم عن التفاصيل. Therefore, it is always necessary, مهم جدا, to use, okay, the connective to join them. نستخدم الروابط للمين. Okay, and the last one, Okay, is conclusion. Conclusion, to sum up, summarize, come from sum is the verb, or summary, okay, is the noun. Sum up, it means that here اختصار, okay, to summarize what you have mentioned, say ذكرته, or to give generalized idea about the topic. Conclusion is yours in writing composition or in descriptive composition. Generally is yours, يعني حقتك يعني, your idea, okay, what you think about this, what you have, okay, what you wrote it, يعني الحاجة اللي انت كتبتها انت رأيك فيها شنو, your point of view, your own point of view, وجهة نظرك الخاصة انت. Now the question, let us know, these are very important thing to be, okay, to take care. Don't forget these things. Begin your sentence with capital letter, okay. In sentence you must begin with capital, full stop, or question mark, or exclamation. If you don't begin with capital letter you will lose marks, بتفقد درجات لو أول حرف لازم يكون مكتوب بالكابيتال, okay. Also proper noun, because we have two kind of noun. Ali is name of people, boy is name of people, but the difference between Ali and boy, Ali is proper name of a certain people, اسم شخص محدد, proper اسم شخص محدد, and this is here not both of them names of people, Ali and boy, for example, okay. Ali name of certain people, اسم محدد. Ali always capitalize at the beginning of the sentence, capital. For example, like this here, if you write Ali at the beginning of the sentence, begin with Ali, A capitalize, in the middle also capitalize, at the end of the sentence also capitalize. If you write Ali like this in the middle of the sentence or in any part of the sentence, this is wrong, okay. But the not proper or common noun, this is here we call it common noun, boy, okay. If you begin with at the beginning of the sentence should be written in capital, but in the middle of the sentence small, at the end of the sentence or any place small. If you write boy like this here with capital, this is also wrong. This is why I say that here, because if you write Ali like this here تفقدك درجات, وهنا برضو لو كتبت if you write boy like this here تفقد, you will lose marks. And your sentence with full stop and or question mark or exclamation. This is very important thing, because after full stop, after question mark, after exclamation, again you must begin with capital sentences so as to. Also don't forget this. Composition should have 3 paragraphs as I told you, okay. Now let us go to another thing. How the question will be, الامتحان السؤال بيكون كيف, okay. In descriptive composition في الموضوع الوصفي we will be given title, العنوان بتاع الموضوع. For example, like cattle in بقارة live, cattle in بقارة live, الحيوانات في حياة البقارة, okay, will be given, okay. And also you will be given the main point, okay. Main point, for example, what about for example you want to take it here from, what about another example here like this here, introduction, conclusion, to sum up, okay, descriptive composition. Okay. Yes, these are the main point. Okay, social important and economic important and transport. I want to talk about this composition from the C3. Okay, this is cattle. Okay, number one, social important. Yes, here. This is a title. The question will be in exam like this here. السؤال في الامتحان بيكون بالطريقة دي. cattle in life of Bangara. Okay, here we have social important الأهمية social importance الأهمية الاجتماعية social important الأهمية الاجتماعية and okay economic important, for example like this here. So I want to talk about cattle in life in Bagara from 3 sides من 3 جوانب. نتناول الموضوع ده من 3 جوانب. social الأهمية الاجتماعية and economic okay الأهمية الاقتصادية and the last one the importance of or transport. Sorry, because here the writer tell us something about transport. اوكي من ناحيه يعني الموضوع ده هيتناول من 3 جوانب. اوكي this will be given and last number 1 transport. This is here we call them the main point. دي النقاط الرئيسيه. انا هتناول الموضوع ده من 3 جوانب نقاط رئيسيه. اوكي then for social importance you will be given because composition is guide composition not free composition لأنه الموضوع ده بيكون موضوع guide composition بيديك النقاط الرئيسية والتفاصيل. Okay, like what? Like for example here social importance for bride التفاخر والتباهي. Okay, and so on. Here you will be given a word or phrase not close. في التفاصيل ما بيديك نهاية close كامل بيديك يا كلمة يا phrase. maybe noun phrase maybe verb phrase maybe adjective phrase like this here details about social details about economic importance details about transport. Okay, you must change this word to clauses. This is here your duty. يعني مهمتك انت الكلمات والفريز دي تحولها ل to change it to clauses so as to write your sentence. Okay, so as to write your own paragraph. Okay, like this here. Take the word or phrase to make your clause عشان تحولها ل clause. This is your duty. ده الواجب المهمة بتاعتك عشان تحاول change it to a sentence. Maybe simple sentence as they say that. Maybe compound sentence. Maybe complex sentence as you like. Then so as to write your paragraph, introduction and main body and conclusion. Okay, and this is in English we call it details. The question will be like this here. Okay, the details may be a word, maybe or phrase. Okay, now okay let us go to another thing. A composition like this here. Okay, introduction. In your introduction this is here introduction. Okay, paragraph of introduction. The title, write about the title and the main point without details. تكتب عن العنوان بتاع الموضوع اللي هو عن البقارة and main point. What does it mean? Social. Okay, main point we say that here social important and economic important and transport, the 3 things. الثلاثة حاجات دي حتتناولها في المقدمة فقط without details، ما تكتب لي أي تفاصيل عنها. Tell me that here for example cutting in Bagara life is very important socially and economically, and they use them in transport. But don't tell me details about this. In your main body, write the details of the main point. You will be given a word like this here. Okay? مهمتك في المين body في لب الموضوع أو الموضوع تكتب التفاصيل بتاعت شنو. Any one of these main point أي واحدة and take them one by one وتشيلها واحدة بعد. The first one, the second one, the third one. For example, okay. Then conclusion. Sorry because time is going to end. I just because here I want to finally I want to give you only one thing, how to make, for example, a word like bright, to make a sentence. Bright, okay, we say that here you will be given noun, maybe noun, maybe adjective, maybe phrase. How can I change this bright to be used as clothes? How? Clothes, we say that here there must be one subject and one main verb، فعل رئيسي وفاعل. أنا داير أحول كلمة bright دي ل clothes عشان أحولها ل sentence. Okay. Ask yourself who is the doer. الفاعل منه. Okay. People in Bagara life. People in Bagara tribe. Bagara tribe يعني الناس في قبيلة البقارة. Okay. What about the main verb? Use. بيستخدموا. Okay. Use cattle, for example. Okay. For bride. Okay. So you bring your subject and this is here your and use here is in present simple. Why? Because it is a fact. لأنها حقيقة والحقائق بيستخدم معها present simple. People in, for example, in Bagara tribe use. If you don't write the two most important part of the sentence, this is here, your sentence is not right, not correct sentence. People in Bagara tribe use cattle for bride from only one word. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can say that here. Also, you can change it because this is here. You can say cattle, but cattle is not the subject. Cattle is object. كده هنا كده بتكون محتاج للباسف. Cattle is used تستخدم is used for example bride in, for example, Bagara. You can use active or passive. You know, active or passive. If there is another chance, I will give you more details about active, what we mean by active, what we mean by passive. And this is how to take only one word so as to make to write your clause, so as to write your sentence, so as to write your paragraph, so as to write your introduction and main body and conclusion. Thank you for this. This is the end of this period.